Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Echo Stories. Today, we explore the mystery of the universe and the big question, are we alone? This story is a great choice for B2 learners who want to practice English and feel inspired at the same time. Chapter 1. The Mystery of the Universe. Have you ever stepped outside on a clear night and felt a mix of wonder and a strange kind of fear? The stars, so close in appearance, are unimaginably far away. They shine like tiny diamonds scattered across a dark, endless ocean, and in that moment, we feel both amazed and incredibly small. It is a feeling humans have carried for centuries, a feeling that sparks one of the greatest questions of all. Are we alone in the universe? Long before telescopes and satellites, philosophers and dreamers gazed at the heavens and imagined life beyond our planet. Some believed Earth was the only place where life could exist, while others imagined countless worlds, each teeming with living beings. This curiosity to know if someone else is out there isn't just a scientific question, it's a deeply human one. It touches something inside us, the desire to belong to something larger than ourselves, the hope that we are not the only story being written in this vast cosmos. There's a persistent tension in this search, the balance between our fascination and our fear. The universe is a canvas of endless possibility, yet its sheer size can feel intimidating, even lonely. This sense of solitude makes the question of life elsewhere so powerful. Without the possibility of loneliness, there would be no reason to hope, no reason to search, and no reason to imagine other worlds. Our curiosity and courage bridge that intimidating distance, pushing us to ask and to explore. Over the centuries, that blend of vulnerability and courage has inspired great achievements. It is the fear of isolation that drives the hope of discovery, inspiring telescopes that can see billions of light years, satellites that orbit distant planets, and scientists who listen for whispers of life in the silence of space. The mystery of the universe is a mirror to our own curiosity and our desire for connection. Each discovery we make brings us closer to understanding not just the stars above us, but ourselves. And so we begin this journey. With our imagination alive and our curiosity awake, we can step further into the universe to explore its incredible scale and the possibilities that lie beyond Earth, where the question of life becomes not just imagination, but a real, tangible pursuit that could one day change everything we know. Chapter 2. The Scale of the Universe. The universe is a place defined by a scale that defies our imagination. When we look up, we see a handful of stars, but that's just a fraction of a fraction. Our own galaxy, the Milky Way, contains over 100 billion stars. Now imagine that our galaxy is just one of over 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. The light we see from some of these distant galaxies has been traveling for billions of years just to reach our eyes, a journey that began before Earth was even formed. This overwhelming scale can feel intimidating. Our lives, our planet, and even our entire solar system are nothing more than a tiny cosmic address, a fleeting moment in a universe that goes on forever. In this vast emptiness, it's easy to feel a quiet loneliness, a whisper that says we are insignificant. And yet this very immensity is the source of our greatest hope. With trillions of galaxies, each filled with billions of stars, the probability of life existing elsewhere seems to shift from a distant dream to a logical certainty. It's a powerful idea. The same emptiness that makes us feel alone is also what promises companionship. For centuries, this was just speculation, but now it's a tangible pursuit. We've discovered thousands of planets orbiting distant stars, known as exoplanets. We now know that almost every star in the night sky is likely to have its own family of worlds. Some of these planets are rocky like Earth, some are giant gas worlds, and others are icy spheres. And among these discoveries, we've found planets located in the habitable zone, the perfect distance from their star where temperatures could allow for liquid water to exist on the surface. We have found these tantalizing worlds not just by chance, but as a natural consequence of the universe's incredible scale. It's an enormous cosmic lottery, and with so many tickets, our chances of finding a winning one are growing every day. The vastness of the universe doesn't just challenge our imagination, it fuels it. It gives us a reason to build more powerful telescopes and to send probes to distant corners of our own solar system. It reminds us that our search for life is a direct consequence of a universe so large it demands to be explored. This vastness is not just a backdrop for our story, it's the very reason our story is worth telling. Chapter 3: Earth, a unique cradle of life. Take a moment to think about the place we call home. Every experience, the feel of sunlight, the rush of wind, the gentle sound of water, is a gift. This delicate balance allows life to exist, making Earth an extraordinary world. While countless planets exist across the cosmos, Earth's conditions are just right. Here, water flows freely, our atmosphere provides oxygen, temperatures remain stable, and a powerful magnetic field shields us from radiation. This delicate web of life has flourished for billions of years, a profound contrast to the rest of the universe. Imagine a world without these gifts. Picture a barren landscape on Mars. Its atmosphere so thin it offers no protection from cosmic radiation. Or consider Venus, where a runaway greenhouse effect creates a surface hot enough to melt lead. In the starkness of this comparison, we begin to understand just how rare and precious life truly is. By looking at these lifeless worlds, we feel both a rising gratitude for our home and a sobering fear of how easily life could be extinguished. The foundation of this delicate balance is water. Our planet is a water world, and without it, Earth would be nothing more than a lifeless rock. We have oceans, lakes, and rivers that provide a habitat for countless creatures and support all life on land. This single ingredient, in its liquid form, is a central requirement for life as we know it. And then there's our atmosphere, a shield and a source of life all at once. This invisible gift provides the oxygen we breathe and maintains a stable temperature, protecting us from the extreme cold of space and the blistering heat of the sun. It's a key ingredient that separates our vibrant world from the barren and hostile environments of our neighbors. But our planet's greatest protector is an invisible one: its magnetic field. This global shield, generated by our planet's molten core, deflects dangerous solar winds and cosmic radiation. Other planets like Mars lost their magnetic fields long ago, and as a result, their surfaces became hostile and their atmospheres were stripped away. This protective barrier is a silent reminder that survival is not just about resources, but also about safety and stability. Life itself is fragile, yet astonishingly resilient. From microscopic bacteria surviving in extreme environments to the towering trees and countless species that make up our planet's biodiversity, Life has adapted and endured for billions of years. This intricacy and resilience stand in powerful contrast to other worlds where survival seems impossible. Earth's uniqueness is not just in its resources, it is in the opportunity it provides for life to grow, to learn, and to flourish. Every breath we take and every ecosystem that thrives is a gift that other worlds cannot provide. By comparing our planet to the empty and violent places in the cosmos, we develop a deeper sense of responsibility and hope, a desire to understand our world and to cherish it as a precious cradle of life. The more we compare our home to other planets, the more we feel gratitude for what we often take for granted. Earth is a rare, fragile, and yet incredibly resilient planet. And understanding this is the first step in appreciating the vast universe and our extraordinary chance to be alive within it. Chapter 4: Exoplanets, Worlds Beyond Our Sun. For centuries, the idea of planets beyond our solar system was the stuff of science fiction. We looked at the stars and wondered if they had their own families of worlds, places where life might exist. Today, that imagination is becoming a reality. Astronomers have discovered thousands of these exoplanets, worlds orbiting distant stars, and each one carries with it the extraordinary possibility that our planet may not be alone in the cosmos. Finding these planets is an immense challenge, as they are often hidden by the brilliant light of their host stars. To find them, scientists have become cosmic detectives, using clever methods to detect their presence. One of the most successful is the transit method, which watches for a tiny dip in a star's light as a planet passes in front of it. Another technique measures the subtle wobble in a star's movement, caused by the gravitational pull of a circling planet. These methods are a testament to human ingenuity, turning a seemingly impossible task into a triumph of technology and patience. These discoveries reveal a universe filled with planetary diversity. Some exoplanets are giant gas worlds, much larger than Jupiter, while others are small and rocky like Earth. Many are scorching hot, orbiting their stars in a matter of days, and others are frozen in eternal darkness. But among this variety, we have found worlds in the habitable zone, the perfect distance from their star where temperatures could allow for liquid water to exist. These are the worlds that give us the greatest hope, suggesting that the ingredients for life might be more widespread than we ever imagined. Each new exoplanet discovery teaches us something profound. We now know that planets are not rare, and the conditions for life may exist in countless places throughout the galaxy. The vast distances between these worlds remain a staggering challenge. The closest exoplanet is over 4 light-years away. Yet knowing they exist is enough to ignite our curiosity and challenge our perspective. Our home is a special place, but it may not be the only one. The search for exoplanets reminds us that the universe is enormous, full of challenges, and yet filled with extraordinary opportunities. It teaches us that exploration is not just about reaching a destination, but about the journey itself, a journey of learning, of imagination, and of persevering against overwhelming odds. Every new world we find invites us to dream a little bigger, to hope a little more, and to continue our journey toward understanding life, both on Earth and beyond. Chapter 5: Clues to Life Beyond Earth. Life has a way of leaving clues, even across unimaginable distances. In our search for answers, scientists have learned to look for these biosignatures, the faint chemical fingerprints of life that might tell us we are not alone. These subtle signs could be a specific gas in a distant planet's atmosphere or a tiny ripple beneath the surface of an icy moon. Every discovery, no matter how small, carries the weight of anticipation, for even the tiniest trace could change everything we know about the universe. The most important clue is water. On Earth, life cannot exist without it. We know that planets with liquid water could harbor life, whether in oceans, lakes, or underground reserves. And if water is a key, then oxygen and methane are the smoking guns. On Earth, these gases are produced by living organisms. If we find them together on a distant world, it could be a strong hint of biological activity. Detecting these clues requires incredible technology. Telescopes like Hubble and the James Webb Space Telescope allow us to study the light that passes through a planet's atmosphere, searching for the specific chemical signatures of water vapor or other gases. Each observation is like opening a window into a hidden world, offering a glimpse at the conditions that might allow life to flourish billions of miles away. Closer to home, the search is already underway. Robotic explorers like the rovers on Mars crawl across dusty plains, analyzing rocks and soil for traces of water and organic compounds. Spacecraft have visited moons like Europa and Enceladus, which are believed to have vast, saltwater oceans hidden beneath their icy shells. These missions remind us that the search for life is not just theoretical, it is happening right now, in real time, a testament to human ingenuity. Yet this journey is filled with a delicate balance of hope and uncertainty. A promising signal could turn out to have a non-biological explanation, and the patience required for discovery is immense. But this uncertainty also forces us to be imaginative, pushing us to consider forms of life very different from our own. It's a process of careful deliberation, where every near miss and small step forward gives us new insights into planetary systems and the fragile factors that make life possible. The search for life is not a quick sprint. It is a long, determined journey. Every telescope, every rover, and every experiment is a testament to human curiosity and perseverance. It is a profound story of hope against overwhelming odds, a story that bridges the vast distances that separate us from the cosmic unknown. The clues are out there, and the act of looking connects us to the cosmos in a profound way. Chapter 6: The Great Silence. For decades, humanity has dreamed of hearing a voice from the stars. This dream became a real scientific pursuit through SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. SETI uses powerful radio telescopes to listen to signals from distant parts of the galaxy, searching for patterns that could only come from an intelligent civilization. The idea is simple yet profound. Somewhere another society may be trying to communicate, and we might be the ones to receive the message. Yet despite our listening, the universe has been silent. This cosmic silence has puzzled scientists, leading to what is known as the Fermi paradox. Enrico Fermi famously asked, "If intelligent life exists elsewhere in the galaxy, why haven't we heard from them?" This question forces us to confront a profound tension. On one hand, the universe's sheer size suggests life should be common. On the other, our search has so far yielded no answers, leaving us to wonder if we truly are alone. The search for a signal is a testament to both our technological ingenuity and our immense patience. A signal sent by a distant civilization may have begun its journey long before humans existed, and the immense distances mean even the fastest transmissions take years to arrive. Scientists must filter through countless natural and human-made signals, looking for a whisper of intelligence in the cosmic noise. Each attempt to listen is a step closer to answering a profound question, a proof that hope can persist even in silence. The Great Silence challenges our assumptions not just about where life might exist, but also about what it could be. Alien life may not communicate in ways we can understand. This uncertainty pushes researchers to explore a variety of possibilities, from radio waves to laser pulses, inspiring a new level of creativity. The pursuit of a signal forces us to look beyond our own limitations, reminding us that the universe is far stranger and more complex than we can imagine. SETI is not just about finding a signal. It's about what the search itself reveals. The act of listening has taught us much about the galaxy, leading to discoveries of exoplanets and a deeper understanding of planetary atmospheres. The search for a distant voice connects to a deeply human need for companionship in the cosmos. In the end, silence is not a sign of failure. It is a challenge that strengthens our resolve. It reminds us that we may simply be at the beginning of the conversation, just learning how to listen across the vast distances of space. Chapter 7: Aliens in Popular Culture versus Science. When we think of aliens, our minds often jump to the green-skinned creatures with large eyes that populate our movies and TV shows. Hollywood has fed our imaginations with stories of close encounters, destructive invasions, and mysterious abductions. These tales, whether thrilling or terrifying, have shaped our perception of extraterrestrials as beings to be feared or revered. While they capture our imagination, these portrayals are mostly fiction, driven by emotion rather than evidence. Science approaches the question of aliens differently. Instead of imagining dramatic encounters, scientists look for subtle clues. They search for biosignatures in the atmospheres of distant exoplanets and organic molecules in the frozen oceans of moons. Unlike the rapid storytelling of fiction, science is patient, methodical, and grounded in data. It acknowledges that life may exist, but it doesn't assume it will look like anything we've seen on screen. The contrast between imagination and reality is a vital one. It reminds us to dream, while also thinking logically and critically. This difference extends to our fears. Popular culture often emphasizes destructive alien technologies and hostile invaders, creating gripping suspense. But science reminds us that the universe is unimaginably vast, and the likelihood of such a dramatic, aggressive encounter is incredibly small. The fear we feel from fiction is rarely based on evidence. Science, in contrast, encourages curiosity and reason over panic, teaching us to look at facts and probabilities. Yet imagination has its own value. Fictional depictions of aliens, no matter how wild, push us to think creatively. They inspire questions like, what if life evolved differently? Or, what if civilizations communicate in ways we can't yet imagine? Many scientists were first inspired to study space by these very stories. The excitement generated by fiction can fuel real scientific inquiry, showing that both can enhance each other. In the end, the contrast between aliens in popular culture and the reality of scientific exploration shows us two sides of the same human desire. The desire to know what is out there. Fiction excites our emotions, while science trains our minds. It teaches us to balance the thrill of imagination with the careful work of evidence, keeping our hope alive while grounding it in reality. This understanding prepares us for the next part of our journey, exploring the very real challenges of finding life beyond Earth. Chapter 8: The Challenges of Finding Life. The search for life beyond Earth is a journey filled with wonder, but it is also a journey marked by immense challenges. Space is vast, with distances so staggering that even the fastest thing in the universe, light, takes years to travel from one star to another. When we search for planetary signals or traces of life, we are reaching across scales that are almost impossible to imagine. The sheer enormity of space reminds us of our smallness and the difficulty of discovery, creating a mixture of awe and frustration. Even when we detect a promising planet, obstacles remain. Many worlds are far too hot or cold, their surfaces battered by storms or radiation, their atmospheres inhospitable. Life may exist, but it could be hidden beneath ice, deep within oceans, or under rock. The signs we seek, water, oxygen, or organic molecules, can be faint and fleeting, often lost in the noise of a distant atmosphere. The universe does not make its secrets easy to find. Signals from intelligent life bring their own difficulties. This is not just a challenge of distance, but of timing. Civilizations may rise and fall in the blink of a cosmic eye, disappearing before their signals ever reach us. Our existence may not overlap with theirs. The universe seems patient and indifferent, while we struggle to listen and interpret. This tension between possibility and limitation creates a humbling reality. Finding life is not only about effort, but about a little bit of luck. Human limitations also shape the search. Our technology, while remarkable, is still in its infancy. Rockets, telescopes, and rovers have advanced rapidly, but they can only reach so far. The universe is filled with phenomena we do not yet understand, and our interpretations are limited by what we know. The struggle against these limitations inspires innovation, pushing us to design ever more sensitive instruments and refine our methods. Despite these overwhelming obstacles, hope persists. Each small success, detecting water on a distant planet, observing an unusual atmospheric pattern, or capturing an unexpected signal, reaffirms our belief that discovery is possible. The challenges of finding life remind us that the universe is vast and often indifferent. Yet these very challenges highlight the courage, creativity, and perseverance of humanity. Every step forward is a triumph against the odds. The journey is difficult, but it is precisely that difficulty that makes every possibility so profoundly exciting. Chapter 9: The Future of Space Exploration. The universe has always been a place of wonder, and today humanity's dreams of reaching the stars are no longer just imagination. They are becoming reality. We are on the brink of discoveries that could transform how we see ourselves, our planet, and the cosmos itself. The future of space exploration is not just about finding life. It's about pushing the boundaries of what is possible. The next great leap for humanity may be to Mars. The red planet, both familiar and alien, has captivated our imagination for decades. Rovers like Perseverance are already searching its surface for signs of past life and analyzing the environment, preparing the way for future human exploration. While Mars is a challenging world with its thin atmosphere and extreme temperatures, our ambition and ingenuity are pushing us to overcome these obstacles. Companies and space agencies are now planning to send people to Mars with the ultimate vision of establishing self-sustaining colonies and becoming an interplanetary species. Beyond Mars, we are setting our sights on the icy moons of the outer solar system. Worlds like Europa and Enceladus may harbor vast oceans beneath their frozen surfaces, environments where life could thrive without sunlight. Robotic missions are being designed to penetrate these icy shells, a testament to human persistence in the face of incredible odds. The very idea that life could exist in such a different place expands our imagination and challenges everything we think we know about the conditions required for life. Simultaneously, we are looking outward to distant exoplanets. Advanced telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope are transforming our search, allowing us to study the atmospheres of distant worlds, detect water vapor, and search for the chemical signs of life. The precision of these instruments is a marvel, showing that even across light years, our curiosity and technology can bring the universe a little closer. The dream of finding another Earth is no longer science fiction. It is a tangible scientific goal. This ambitious future is powered by new technology. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing our ability to explore, allowing us to analyze enormous data sets from telescopes and rovers far more efficiently than humans ever could. This partnership between mind and machine, imagination and technology, is accelerating our ability to explore and understand the cosmos, opening doors that once seemed impossible. Ultimately, the future of space exploration is a story of hope and courage. We learn not only about distant worlds, but also about ourselves. The history of space exploration is a story of overcoming limitations, and each success, from moon landings to Mars rovers, is a triumph of hope over fear. As we continue to push outward, we find that the stars are not just distant lights. They are an invitation to explore, to understand, and to dream. Our journey is a testament to humanity's unyielding drive to discover its place in the universe. Chapter 10. Conclusion. Are we alone? As we reach the end of our journey through the stars, we return to the question that began it all. Are we alone in the universe? For centuries, this question has fueled our curiosity and inspired wonder. We have explored galaxies, exoplanets, and the endless possibilities of life, and yet the answer remains elusive. Perhaps this is not a disappointment, but a profound opportunity to reflect, to imagine, and to grow. The search itself has transformed us. Every telescope, rover, and probe represents not just technology, but human curiosity and determination. This journey has taught us patience, resilience, and a deeper understanding of our own home. We have learned that life is a delicate and precious phenomenon, and that our planet is an extraordinary cradle of existence. The universe may seem vast and indifferent, but our very act of looking for life within it proves we are not. The search for life is also a story of emotional contrast. The fear of loneliness and isolation is balanced by the awe of possibility. The universe's immense silence is a challenge, but it is also a canvas for our hope. We have confronted our limitations, yet we have proven our capacity for ingenuity and persistence. In this way, the search for life beyond Earth mirrors our own human journey, a quest to understand, to persevere, and to find meaning in the face of the unknown. Whether or not we ever find life beyond our planet, the act of searching has already transformed us. It has forced us to look at ourselves with humility and gratitude, to care for our fragile planet, and to embrace the unknown with courage. The very fact that we are capable of asking the question, of reaching for the stars, and of dreaming about what might exist is perhaps the most profound answer of all. We are a species of explorers, scientists, and dreamers, and in that reflection, we find our meaning, our inspiration, and the courage to continue reaching for the stars, knowing that the journey itself is a reward and that hope will always guide us. Maybe one day we will discover life beyond Earth, or maybe the greatest discovery is learning how special our own planet is. Whatever the answer, the journey is full of hope and inspiration. Thank you for joining English Echo Stories. Keep learning, keep dreaming, and see you in the next story.